Now we will take up the multiple interior tooth exposure with the help of rubber dam, that is from 3 to 3, that is 1 1 1 2 1 3 2 1 2 2 2 3. Now the trick for marking the points where we have to punch is that we need more interdental space, so that whole of the interdental gum is covered by the rubber dam and nothing is visible. For this, what we do is that now you see this is for 1 1. This now here, though the mark is here, but I'll put the mark to be punched a little distal to the this thing 1 1. Similarly, now for 2 2 we will put a little distal to this, little more, and then 3 we will put it somewhere here. This is 1 3. This is 1 2. Here I have already punched. Now it's very important, before marking, see that the rubber dam sheet is placed a little towards the nose, right? This is the upper side, and it should be placed little more so that there is more stretch of the rubber dam towards the nose area, and then you mark the points which I have marked. Now here we punch with the smallest hole, that is this, and now what we do is we reduce this length by folding and reach at the first 1 1. Now this is 1 2 and this is 1 3. Now similarly for 2 1, right, 2 2, and this is 2 3. So we just pick up these points to expose the punched area. Now this is how the punched area looks like. The most important is how to slip the rubber dam over the incisors. Now for this, what we use is we take this stitch of dental floss. Now I am going to tell how to make loop for the application of rubber dam and stretching it beyond the cingulum and the whole labial surface of the tooth with the dental floss. I hold the floss with the left hand and the assistant stretches it. Now with the right hand, look how I am doing. I am making a roll, and then look, I am picking up that portion which the assistant is holding and slowly, gradually close it. Now this floss now can be shortened, the loop, and if it's become too short, it can also be broadened like this, and it can again be shortened. So this floss is placed on this, and the assistant holds it below the cingulum as I am showing it now, and this will slip down below the cingulum and it will come onto the labial surface. Now the assistant removes it from the cingulum area and puts it on the knot, and the dentist now makes another knot on it. I will just show you. A simple knot is a simple knot. and then as it comes nearer, then he tells the assistant to leave it, release it, and it's tied here. Now this I will demonstrate you in the mouth, because in model it cannot be done. We take the rubber dam onto the patient, one, and put it on the tooth, like I am going to do it. Try to slip it onto this tooth, like I have done. Now this is on the next tooth, that is 1, 2, and after this 1, 3. If it doesn't go, we can also use the floss to make it slip through the contact points. Doing it here between 1, 3 and 1, 4. It has got slipped now. So, otherwise we do for 2, 1, 2, 2, and now 2, 3. Now, second step is to make it secure. How to make it secure? The rubber dam secure on each tooth. This is done again with the floss. Already shown you how to make this loop. Now this loop is slipped into this. Now I am slipping it into 1, 1. Now as I am shortening the circle, assistant holds it below the cingulum and tightly. And now I am just tightening the upper one. Now she leaves it and holds it on the knot while I am keeping it tight. And I put another knot here now, like this simple knot. And when I come nearer, I ask leave it, and she leaves it. Now it is done. Look how the rubber dam has slipped below the gingival sulcus all over. Now similarly, I will put in each tooth. Next is the fixing of the rubber dam clamp on the premolars when we are exposing all the 6 interior teeth. Now the application of rubber dam clamp can be done at this stage even before we apply the floss, or we can apply the floss on all the teeth and then apply the rubber dam clamp. Now I am going to do it here for you. And I ask the patient whether it pains or not. If it doesn't, I leave it. And likewise, we apply it on the other premolar, that is on the left side of the patient. Now we can apply the frame right now as I am putting, or it can be done even later after applying the floss on all the teeth. I am doing it here like this. There is no hard and fast rule. Is it as it is, as you find it convenient to you yourself and to the patient. Likewise, we apply the floss on the rest of the teeth, and the method is the same. Now, in this way, I have put the floss around this tooth, that is 1, 1. I have written 1, 1 here, and exposed it. Similarly, I have done for 1, 2 and 1, 3 also. So this bunch of dental floss, we just hold it and it goes like this. Similarly on the left side of the patient. Now what is to be seen here is that the whole gum is covered with the floss. This is because I have marked at the points little distant to the one depicted in the template. That is how it's covering. Where the spacing is more, for example here, and it is still more, you leave little more space so that it covers the total gum. Majority of the demonstrations that have been shown in which the gum can be seen here. So gum should not be seen. Now with this knot, what I have done is, the whole, when we tighten it, the rubber dam sheet has gone into the sulcus. But the one thing, most important thing is that when you apply this, patient does feel pain because the rubber dam goes inside the gingival sulcus. So it is always better to have a spray or to give anesthesia to avoid this, depending upon the sensitivity of the patient. Now for the breathing of the patient, sometimes the patient cannot breathe and is sensitive to this. So we just hold the rubber dam in our hand, pinch it, and then make a hole. Now from this, the suction pipe can be put into it and the suction can be done as we are doing it. The patient can also be instructed to keep swallowing the spit, which the patient normally can. As in this patient I have asked and she said yes. Now to remove it is very simple. You remove the clamp like this, then remove the another one like this, and then you have to stretch. I'll do it one for you. Stretched so that you can see the floss right in the middle like this, and you can see it here. So right from here you just give a nick and it's out. Similarly, the other tooth is also this now knot is visible, and you just give a niche. With this method of using the floss with the knot, look how the rubber dam sheet has gone into the sulcus. Look here. Here also like this. Here also like this. Now I'm going to remove it and you can see. Look how it is getting removed from the sulcus.